To floko enya ikama pakashino no yo machichi. Beto menye ota ozuni baji mo pamagan. To floko enya ikama pakashino no yo machichi. Beto menye ota ozuni baji mo pamagan.
For many years, Ghana has been plagued with a lot of energy crisis to the extent that it has been described as doomsday. And as expected, government has done many efforts, many interventions to remedy the situation. And one key attempt was the idea to establish a coal-fired plant to generate 700 megawatts of power to augment the situation. But we thought that was not the appropriate solution.
I'm Philip Samuel. I'm the MIS officer at the Department of Agriculture, Lower Manya, Global Municipal Assembly. I don't want to recollect bad events in this town, but you heard recently that there was a clash between the youth in the town with electricity people because of a high electricity tariff. So if every household will be supplied with at least these portable panels, I think it will go a long way to reduce the bills we pay for electricity. As portable panels like this, I think it's okay. 140 Ghana cedis for this, I think it's not bad. So if every household can get a panel like this, I think it will be in the right direction. If I can get this thing and then be paying on installment basis, I would just like it. Oh, I have more than 5,000 workers, farmers. Yes. I said 2 years ago, we bought 20 pieces. Last year, we bought 21 pieces. So for now, people that I have supplied the solar to will be in the range of 41 farmers. And those are the award winners. And this year, too, we are very hopeful to buy another 20. Each farmer gets one.
Name is Grace Dadra. As for this, since we use the solar, but the lantern kerosene, so we have to be buying fuel all the time to fill the lanterns. But this one, it is the natural solar which is making it available for us to use.
having sold this project for some time, what are people saying about it? Feedback, their comments. What have you heard so far?
The ones that they bought, there is no bad comments.
Okay.
They are useful to them.
Okay. Nobody has come to complain.
Oh, we have a lot of them, like a few that they complain, but that one is like they bought the product, but about some time of use, like 1 year later, there's a problem with it, so they have to bring it back. So like they send it and repair it and bring it back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The residential location is on the Akuse Bon Highway, opposite Tricot Hotel. I'm a farmer. I grow mangoes and vegetables, and I dust beads and candle holders. Yeah.
So, you introduce me to solar energy. What have been so far?
Okay. Introducing it to me is through advert in the net, and I have to walk in. So one day I was driving around somewhere roundabout, and I saw their display over there. So I confronted them, and I've got my share. And I have challenges, especially where I am in my village.
In terms of electricity?
Yeah. In terms of electricity, we share a transformer.
Okay.
Our place is isolated. So at times, the one who brought the transformer decided to switch it off.
Wow.
Yeah, which is very bad. So during those days, I go off in the evening. So I decided to have a solar which can give me 2 lights at the top. My house is a story building. So I
got a solar panel.
a smaller panel which gives me 2 lights. That's a small panel, but it works fantastic.
What are you going to tell them?
Yeah, I wish the communities who are not having them now will grant us audience, will go to them and will educate them on it so that they all have it. Because it doesn't replace bulbs. With those ones, the bulbs are perfect. They are not replaceable. The power is not frustrating, it's not falling, it's not increasing like electricity, which goes on and off. The current will become half. Since I'm using them, the current is always stable.
Your friend is solo. My friend said,
Your friend will rejoice,
rejoice, Nene
yeah.
Oh, okay. Patrol, you do my baby.
Patrol me a seamstress.
Oh, okay.
The farmer there.
Now, the patrol, what do you weigh? How long near will you sue yet?
You use 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, a day then I'm you sue side
time now, yeah, doom so. And I'm toys. I'm using.
Wow. Now, if I saw Ben when you do so.
Yeah, doom can I understand me usually bombing down.
And I do to me the farmer there.
The farmer, then the son, the farmer.
It you saw a ha, who be Bia or Madam Yaira Menya. Thank you very much. Please, what's the name of this area?
Ho
Anglokoji. Thank you very much. Please, this solar lamp, how many do you have?
I have
3.
3.
How long have you been using it for?
It's more than 3 years.
Oh, okay. How useful has it been to you?
It is very useful.
In what way?
If you buy this lamp, the day you buy it, you will feel the money, but you will collect the money from the sun. If you use it, you just, and it goes down, you just put it on the put the panel under this thing, the sun. So you recharge it again. So it's very useful and economical.
We've been using this system installed by one company. The name I don't have offhand right now. Yeah, I think that wouldn't be necessary. Okay, right. As you could see, we have just a few panels up there, and we have some battery banks in the server room, which of course you know its purpose is you store the power from the solar panel. The only issue we've had is that the capacity is not big enough, so even without the AC on and the water dispensers on, it barely lasts for 3 hours in a day. Yeah, so eventually we haven't been able to fully enjoy its benefits. So as it is right now, we don't even put it on at all when there's a what do you call it, power outage. Yeah, because we have some technical issues as well with the charging system. So it doesn't even charge, of late. So when you put on right now, you are sure to get nothing out of it.
Actually, I'm an electrician myself, so I want to economize my finance.
Your finance.
Yeah.
So it's because of the economic benefits of solar.
Sure.
That's why it motivated you to build solar.
Yeah.
So I can see all your fans here are solar powered.
Yes.
Your lights are solar powered.
Yeah.
Your computers are also solar powered.
Yeah.
And almost your 2 TVs, everything in this building is solar powered.
Yeah.
How much did it cost you to get this all together?
It cost me 15,000.
15,000.
Yeah.
That is old currency, 150 million.
Yeah, 150 million.
So did somebody come in to install it for you?
Yeah, from Accra. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Almost all the equipment I use are of solar. Solar farm, solar lights, solar power bank. Yeah, almost. I like products with solar.
So
My name is Eugenia Dagbovi. I'm the Dagbovi. Okay, I'm at the account section. Okay, let's say this July almost ended to be 1 year. So we have ECG, that's prepaid. We have plants and solar. So it's 3. Solar is an alternative. Okay, let me say so far we've not had it working full.
All these products from Greece, they are solar water heaters. So I talked to them, and I thought it would be a good thing to introduce in Ghana. I mean, that was the advent of the product. So I sort of signed an agreement with them to represent them in even Ghana and West Africa. So I paid a deposit that time for the products. Then I imported 32 pieces of the solar water heaters. In fact, that time I was only interested in the solar water heaters. In fact, they are engaging government, as you said, because the government wants to use Grida to build a lot of affordable houses. And we have a lot of housing deficit. And if we can introduce the solar, I think it can even reduce the price, because the potential is there. Absolutely. The potential is there. And with this light off and other things, I think if the promotion is properly done or the education is well done, people will start embracing.
Yeah, my name is Reverend I.C. Agbenuvo, and I'm the resident pastor of Global Evangelical Church, Ofiabe. I would rather advocate that, to do away with this the embarrassment, the inconvenience, the harassment at times, the government should help us, acquire this solar panel so that, we don't so much depend on the fuel power that we generate from, Akosombo and then, what do you call it? And then the third one is at Abuazin, so that we could depend on solar for our power need. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that it all boils down to education. If there's a fund that people can access, then I believe everybody, including myself, will be more than ready to access it, and I believe it will help us even as citizens.
It has been an amazing experience to see people using solar energy as a form of renewable energy to power their homes. It is something I wish the government took it up and made sure every household, at least as a nation, with the vast sunlight we have from January to December, should we power our systems, it is going to help the whole nation and actually reduce cost. Not only that, we look at the hydroelectric powers, which is not sustainable, and a lot of things which is going on. We believe when we take up this renewable engagement policy which is coming out, we are going to do much better as a nation. So I'll urge all stakeholders, people in power, decision makers in everything that they do, that they should kindly look into this thing for us as a nation, so that even if the youth will take it up in their various activities, as in homes, schools, everywhere, all public installations, when they are even able to mount solar panels over there and engage in solar works, it is going to help tremendously to even boost employment in the country. Thank you.